Eh, I'm listening to, hello everyone. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I just want to quickly chip this in. I'm listening to severally Nigerian-born British Mrs. Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party. I've listened to her on talking about several issues, from immigration to citizenship to benefit and a whole lot of that. But that is not where I'm going. A few days ago, she was speaking in BBC, speaking on the issue of Venezuela president being removed. According to her, she said legally it might not be right, but morally it is right what American president has just executed, that is removing the Venezuela president to stand for trial. She said morally it was right, and I have never agreed with Mrs. Badenoch on any of the issue she has spoken about. But on this particular one, I completely agree with her. 100% I agree with her that morally it was right for Maduro, the president or former president of Venezuela, to be removed. And from what I read today, the American president, Mr. Trump, had stated or published that the America will take about 40 to 50 million barrels of oil to be sold at what market price, and the money will be used for the people of Venezuela. I find that very, very interesting. Very interesting in the sense that Venezuela, they are oil-rich country, and from what I read, they have the highest deposit of petroleum, and the petroleum of Venezuela is valued about $17 billion. They are sitting on this wealth, and yet the ordinary Venezuela, they have become refugees all over the world. Venezuela was once a beautiful country, once a country that one want to visit, beautiful people. But the predecessor of this government of Maduro planted Maduro there because he himself was there forever until he passed away. And the country was mismanaged and continuously being mismanaged to the detriment of the common Venezuelan. It therefore means that it is therefore correct that this government should be removed, and this petroleum or minerals or whatever wealth of the country has to be used to develop this country to the betterment of the people. I recall some years back, Venezuela have to go away from their country because they lacked basic amenities, basic life amenities. No water, nothing, no light, even tissue paper they don't have in that country. They were going to other countries, and some of the neighboring countries would not even grant them entry. It has been so bad with Venezuela. And I want to say that there are so many countries around the world that are in the shoe of this Venezuela. If you find any country where the citizens are always living, particularly the youth, they are always running away to different countries, and these countries they run to, they are not better than their country. If you find any country like that, you know that it is coming from bad governance. It is coming from mismanagement of the resources. It is coming from state tight, a government that don't want to go, government that pretend to be working the interest of the people, and yet they are not doing anything. If you find any country where the youth or the people, they are always living, running to other countries, they are not happy. They are not secured. There are no opportunities. They run to other countries for these reasons. Nigeria is one of such countries. Nigeria have a huge deposit of minerals, natural resources, and yet we live in abject poverty. Nigeria have lived in darkness as long as we have had petroleum. The petroleum we have in Nigeria is not enough to bring light to Nigeria. The petroleum we have in Nigeria is not enough to bring good roads to Nigeria. The petroleum we have in Nigeria is not enough to bring good schools, medical facilities. Even right now, the security is, I don't know how to describe it. The security is nothing to write home about. And yet, Nigeria is so rich a country. Many countries have fallen in this trap, in this particular category. If you recall, Zimbabwe was once a beautiful country. Zimbabwe was overrun by the live president. And at the end, that country was run down and they have not recovered. The same thing Iran is going through right now in the world. Such president or such head of state, whatever you call them, they are supposed to be removed. Removed while these resources are tapped for the betterment of the people. The such president are supposed to be removed, either the throne or whatever, because by ballot, you cannot remove them. They are. If you look at the case of this Maduro have done election severally, and yet he remains the winner. The same thing we are experiencing in Nigeria. Hold tight government. All this government that is hold tight, and yet they are not performing. If you are the government and you want to be there and you are performing, nobody will question you. If the people they are happy, nobody will question you. But you are a hold tight government and you are not performing. You are a hold tight government and the country is not improving. You are a hold tight government. For example, Nigeria still live in darkness. Nigerian roads are in terrible state, deplorable state. Nigerian medical facility is undescribable. Nigeria education system is in a rotten state. And government like this can be lacking to the government of Maduro. Government like this can be lacking to the government Maduro that need to be removed and the resources channeled to the betterment of the people. Because the country is for the people. So I completely agree with Mrs. Badenoch on this note. And I want to thank Mr. President of America, Mr. Trump, for all that he's doing. Because he's not doing it just for the interest of America. He's doing it for the interest of Venezuela and the interest of the world. Somebody will say, how is he doing the interest of the world? Venezuela, when Venezuela eventually is revitalized, the people who have become refugees in other land will start coming back home. They will leave other countries alone. The same way, if Nigeria could be developed, many Nigerians want to come home. But how do you come to the country that is in ruins? How do you come to the country that is in darkness? That is the question. So, Mr. President Donald Trump, I thank you so much for that you're doing for Venezuela. We're looking forward to see Venezuela turn to a global country of hospitality for all. We're looking forward to see Venezuela be transformed once again to that beautiful country Venezuela was many decades ago. We look forward to you working with this country to see that people like Maduro never have to step into that position again. And we want you to extend your hands to other countries that are not performing, other countries who has got the resources to help the people, and yet the people have become refugees here and there elsewhere in the world. If you can visit those countries, the lives of the citizens will be turned around. And we know you are a superpower. America is a superpower, not just for America, but it's for the whole world. America is a superpower, not just a superpower for America, but to empower other citizens, other people in other parts of the world. I know in Venezuela now people will be happy because the hope that Venezuela will be transformed is coming to light. And we want to see that in other countries where it's been where they have been marginalized. We want to see that in other countries where the people of the citizens have become refugees in their countries as well, and in other countries. We want to see the countries that have the power to do better things for their citizens, and yet they refuse. Donald Trump, thank you for that you are doing. We know you will do more. We know you are God sent. Kudos to Donald Trump. And we look forward to see more of those stuff in the near future. Thank you and have a good day.